Hello everyone, greetings from Team PMG. I'm Disha Sinha and in today's module I'm going to give you a brief about types of tanks used in dairy industries. And the agenda for today's module will be number 1, purpose of usage of tanks in dairy industries, and number 2, various types of tanks used in dairy industries. So let us begin with the first topic of this module, where we will understand the definition and purpose of usage of tanks in dairy industries. Basically, in dairy industries, tanks can be defined as an industrial sized sanitary containers which are either used for holding or temporary storage of dairy ingredients, or they are used as a vessel for carrying out intermediate processes like mixing, cooling and heating. Tanks in the dairy factories are used for a variety of purposes. Their size ranges from approx 150,000 liters for the silo tanks in the reception department down to approximately 100 liters for the smallest tanks. They are also available in varieties of designs such as horizontal tanks, vertical tanks and multi-compartment tanks, etc. On the basis of the function they perform, tanks can be classified into two types, that is storage tanks and process tanks. Further, storage tanks or holding tanks which are used in dairy industries for the bulk storage of raw materials or intermediate products can be further classified into three types, that is silo tanks, intermediate tanks and mixing tanks. So let us now know about the first type of storage tank, that is silo tank. These tanks are often placed in an outdoor setting and are typically used for the storage of large volumes of milk or powdered dairy ingredients. These are usually fitted with cooling jackets and sometimes are fitted with agitators to maintain the quality of product being stored. When a holding tank is going to be installed in an outdoor setting, the vessels are generally insulated and cladded for temperature control and weather protection. And a plinth is designed for each vessel and is securely bolted to the ground for stability. The number and size of the silo tanks are determined by various factors such as the milk intake per day, the number of days per working week, the number of hours per working day, and the number of different products to be manufactured and the quantities involved. Now let us move towards the next category of tank, that is intermediate storage tank. These tanks are used to store a product for a short time period before it is sent for further processing operations. These are usually used for buffer storage to level out the variations in flow. After heat treatment and cooling, the milk is pumped to a buffer tank and from there to filling. If filling is interrupted, then processed milk is buffered in these tanks until operation can be resumed. Similarly, milk from these tanks can be used during a temporary processing stoppage also. Just like silo tanks, inner sheet of these tanks are also made up of stainless steel and are generally insulated for maintaining constant product temperature. These types of tanks also have an agitator system installed in it and can be fitted with various components and systems for cleaning and for control of level and temperature. This equipment is basically same as previously described for silo tanks. Now let us move towards the next category of storage tank, that is mixing tanks. As the name implies, these tanks are used for mixing different products and for the preparation of admixture of ingredients. These tanks may be of the insulated type or have a single stainless steel shell. Equipment for temperature control may also be fitted inside it. Now let us move to the second category of the tanks that are used in dairy industries, which is processing tanks. In these tanks, the product is treated for the purpose of changing its properties. They are widely used in the dairies for various operations such as ripening tanks for buttercream and for culture products such as yogurt, crystallization tank for whipping cream, and tanks for preparing starter cultures. These tanks are also made up of stainless steel and comes fitted up with various monitoring, cleaning and agitation instruments. There are many different types of process tanks and basically design is identified by the application of tank in process. One of the best examples of process tanks commonly used in dairy industries involves balance tanks. Balance tanks are considered as a staple of dairy's pasteurization process and other beverage HTST loops. A balance tank or constant level tank is defined as a vessel that keeps product at a constant level above a pump inlet and will generally have a level sensor to maintain tank volume. Balance tank inlets are often located at the bottom of the tank so that liquid enters below the surface and thus eliminating splashing and product aeration problems. The other main purpose for the usage of ballast tanks in the process is to prevent air from entering the pasteurizer by placing the top of the outlet pipe lower than the lowest point in the tank and creating a downward slope of at least 2%. This ballast tanks also provides a mean for recirculation of diverted or pasteurized milk also. Now with this, we came to the end of this module, and if you find this module useful, then request you to kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a good time.